Jey Uso dethrones Roman Reigns, Dominic Mysterio to win first singles title in WWE. Charlotte Flair set to dethrone Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World title. WWE closely monitoring ongoing strike. WWE begged not to bury LA Knight. Seth Rollins personally attacks Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes makes Brock Lesnar submit. Let's jump right into it. Dominic Mysterio to win first singles title in WWE. Dominic Mysterio may already be at the top of his game, but he has yet to win his first singles championship in WWE. The 26-year-old now has a huge opportunity to win a major title in a brand he skipped for the main roster. Dominic made his return to NXT alongside the rest of the Judgment Day this week. The group kicked off the show, but their promo was interrupted by Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. The segment ended with a tag team match booked for the main event. Backstage, Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley interrupted NXT North American champion Wesley's interview with Mackenzie Mitchell. Dom declared that he would accept Wesley's open challenge for the title. Lee said he didn't even announce one but would still defend his championship. Dominic then asked him to wait until next week in order to prepare for the title match. With the bout now made official, Dominic Mysterio has a huge opportunity in front of him to win the NXT North American Championship. With that in mind, let's take a look at 4 possible endings to the match. Wesley retained. Wesley has been a fighting champion ever since he won the North American Championship in a grueling ladder match at NXT Halloween Havoc on October 22, 2022. He has since put on incredible title defenses against the likes of Dijak and Axiom. Wesley's never give up attitude and incredible resilience have helped him retain his title on more than one occasion. The former tag team specialist might just repeat the same success when he meets Dirty Dom for the title next week on NXT. Dominic Mysterio wins his first Signia gold. The last time Dominic was a champion in WWE, Rey Mysterio was still his tag team partner. The duo won the SmackDown Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania Backlash in Tampa, Florida on May 16, 2021. It is possible that Dominic could win his first singles title by defeating Wesley for the NXT North American Championship next Tuesday on the white and gold brand. Of course, he'll be needing all the dirty tricks in his book to accomplish that. Match ends in no contest. The Judgment Day has been running Monday Night Raw for months now. The 4-member group of Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley has dominated the competition and is looking to add more gold. One possible ending to the match next week could see interference from the Judgment Day, causing NXT champion Carmelo Hayes and his partner Trick Williams to come to Wesley's aid. The chaos could cause the referee to declare the match no contest. Damian Priest cashes in his Money in the Bank contract. Damian Priest has been walking around with the men's Money in the Bank briefcase since winning it at the namesake event on July 1. Sager Money in the Bank has said that no active champion in WWE is safe from him because he has the contract. The Archer of Infamy might cash in his contract against Wesley next Tuesday on NXT during or after his match against Dominic Mysterio. Dom has shown in the past that he's willing to let Priest win the gold at his expense. How would you book the ending to the match? Let us know in the comments section below. Charlotte Flair set to dethrone Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World title. Wrestling legend Bill Apter believes Charlotte Flair is the leading contender to defeat Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's World Championship. It's safe to say that the Judgment Day member is one of, if not the biggest, draws in WWE today. Ripley won the SmackDown Women's title, later rechristened as the Women's World Championship, from Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 39. Considering how dominant Rhea Ripley has looked in recent months, it's hard to imagine anyone dethroning her anytime soon. Appearing on the latest edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Unscripted, Bill Apter was asked who could be the one to defeat the Eradicator. The veteran journalist answered that either Charlotte Flair could avenge her loss from Mania or someone who fans aren't yet aware of could emerge to take the gold from Ripley. Either Charlotte Flair or someone who doesn't exist currently that we know about, said Bill Apter. Though she went down easily at Night of Champions 2023, Natalya put up a valiant effort against Rhea Ripley on last week's episode of Raw. However, the Queen of Hearts is eyeing to have another match against Ripley soon. In an exclusive chat with Sportskeeda Wrestling recently, Natalya spoke about a possible bout against the Judgment Day member at SummerSlam 2023. I would love to face off against her Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. That would be incredible. I mean, wherever it is, there's no place in WWE for me. That's off limits, said Natalya. With only a handful of weeks to go for SummerSlam 2023, it remains to be seen who WWE will book against the Women's World Champion. What do you make of Bill Apter's thoughts on Charlotte Flair being the one to defeat Ripley down the line? Sound off in the comments section below. WBE closely monitoring ongoing strike. WBE is keeping an eye on the possibility of Hollywood shutting down due to the ongoing writers' strike. The Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, is expected to join the Writers Guild of America, WGA, on strike this Wednesday. That will likely happen if SAG-AFTRA can't reach a new agreement with major Hollywood studios. Per the Los Angeles Times, the WGA has been on strike since May 2nd, which affected several film and television productions across the United States. If SAG-AFTRA WWE joins the WGA, it will be the first time that actors and writers have gone on strike since 1960. According to Pew Insider Elite via 411 Mania, WWE is closely monitoring the situation due to its possible effects on the product. There's a belief within the company that a strike would be beneficial because actors cannot promote their films and networks can only air reruns. The company is also in the middle of negotiating its media rights, and the strike puts them in a great position to make a huge deal. It should be noted that the 1960 strike lasted for just 42 days. This year's strike was about several issues such as wages, residual payments, and protection from the rise of artificial intelligence usage in Hollywood. While WWE employs a lot of writers for its creative team, they are not a part of any union, and their work is not affected by the current writers' strike. CEO McCann told Deadline in May why the company can continue producing shows amid the work stoppage in Hollywood. Our writers are not members of the Guild, so there is no effect on us whatsoever, Khan said. Of course, we are supportive of the writers who are members of the Guild and their efforts, and we are hopeful a deal can be reached between them and the other side in short order. WWE's two main television shows, Raw and SmackDown, have been on the air for decades. Monday Night Raw made its debut on January 11, 1993, while SmackDown started on April 29, 1999. Do you think wrestling writers will form a union in the future? Give your answers in the comments section below. The WWE begged not to bury LA Knight. Though Bill Apter doesn't think LA Knight needs a title around his waist to be relevant, he's not happy with how WWE is booking him of late. While the 40-year-old has become one of WWE's most popular stars, his booking in the company has left much to be desired. Fans were rooting for LA Knight to climb up the ladder at Money in the Bank 2023 and bring down the contract. However, the promotion swerved fans by having Damian Priest take Knight down at the very last second and unhook the briefcase. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's Unscripted, Bill Apter stated that while LA Knight doesn't necessarily need a title right now, he was disappointed with his booking. The senior journalist added that though he's a massive fan of Damian Priest, Knight should have ideally won at MITB owing to the enormous fan support. Does he need a belt? No. But then don't bury him. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm a huge supporter of LA Knight. He should have won at Money in the Bank. Nothing against Damian Priest. I love him. But the fans wanted to see LA Knight go over and should have, said Apter. Nash has been vocal about his criticisms of LA Knight's character, saying he's a ripoff of Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. On the latest episode of his podcast, Click This, Kevin Nash took more potshots at the 40-year-old. The WWE legend wondered why LA Knight hadn't achieved such popularity earlier in his career when he worked for other promotions. There's so many people who agree that LA is doing The Rock / Austin. Nash began. I mean, the guy's been in the business for like 10 years. Why didn't he get over anywhere else? If you're not over in 3 years, it's probably just not gonna happen. It remains to be seen what lies ahead for LA Knight in WWE, with many fans wanting to see him challenge Austin Theory for the US title at SummerSlam 2023. Do you think WWE has done a bad job of presenting LA Knight? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Seth Rollins personally attacks Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins has criticized his former rival and ally Roman Reigns for not defending his undisputed WWE Universal Championship daily. The Tribal Chief is yet to defend the title since retaining it at WrestleMania 39, where he collided with Cody Rhodes in the main event. He recently surpassed 1,000 days as champion, which is a huge milestone. Due to Roman Reigns' part-time status, WWE created another world title for the Raw brand called the World Heavyweight Championship, and the Visionary is the inaugural and current champion. Speaking to Ryan Satin on the latest edition of the Out of Character podcast, Seth Rollins stated that if Roman Reigns was a fighting champion like him, WWE wouldn't have needed to create a secondary world title. Here's the thing, if Roman was doing what I'm doing, there wouldn't really be a need for a secondary championship. There wouldn't be a need for another world heavyweight title on Raw, because we wouldn't have somebody that was doing those things. He continued, and like you said, it would kind of give direction to the characters on the show, it'd give direction to the show itself. But because of the route he's chosen and what he wants to do with his schedule and his title reign is not what I'm doing, said Rollins. After the head of the table became the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, Raw was left without a world title. Top stars from the Red brand had to fight for the United States title, which Austin Theory currently holds. Seth Rollins added that they tried to make the US title the main championship on Raw, but it didn't work out. However, he's glad he could fill in the void that Roman Reigns left on Rhea by being the World Heavyweight Champion. Somebody's got to fill that void, and we did our best with the United States Championship for a little while, but it never really felt like a World Heavyweight Championship. And so there's got to be that person, there's got to be that spot for everybody to fight for, and I'm very happy to be that character that's dangling there. So I think it's a good thing, and again, if Roman was doing all this stuff, fending the title all over the place, then we wouldn't have these problems, said Rollins. Seth Rollins successfully defended his title against Finn Balor at Money in the Bank. The two stars could face each other again at SummerSlam next month. Who is the better champion between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns? Sound off in the comments below. Cody Rhodes makes Brock Lesnar submit. A wrestling legend pointed out that a current top WWE superstar must make Brock Lesnar tap out before he can dethrone Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes has been in a heated rivalry with Brock Lesnar since WrestleMania. The two men have faced each other twice, with Cody winning one match and Brock winning their second encounter. However, Cody isn't satisfied with the results of his second match and challenged the Beast to a match at SummerSlam. As their rivalry intensifies, several fans and pundits have weighed in on the feud. Bully Ray also mentioned it on his Busted Open radio, saying Cody Rhodes needs to make Lesnar submit before he can beat Roman Reigns. I think we need to see Cody Rhodes pin Brock Lesnar or submit Brock Lesnar, Bully said. Because if Cody Rhodes is going to go on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40 in Philadelphia, Cody Rhodes is going to have to pin Roman Reigns or submit Roman Reigns. And what better foundation to stand on for those future promos when Roman says to Cody Rhodes, "What makes you think you can beat me? What makes you think you can beat the Tribal Chief?" Cody turns around and says, "I'm the guy that pinned the Beast." When asked whether Cody should pin or submit Lesnar, Bully said he would prefer to see the latter tap out. "I like the tapping," Bully said. To see Brock tap is a big deal. Cody Rhodes recently issued a challenge to Lesnar for a match at SummerSlam. However, the Beast hasn't responded to the American Nightmare's challenge. Lesnar will return to Raw next week, answering Cody's challenge for a rubber match. It will be interesting to see if Lesnar accepts Cody's challenge when he returns next week. Do you think Lesnar will accept Cody Rhodes' challenge next week? Sound off in the comments section. Jey Uso dethrones Roman Reigns. Bill Apter believes that if Jey Uso defeats Roman Reigns at SummerSlam 2023, he could be immediately challenged by MITB winner Damian Priest. Jey Uso pinned the Tribal Chief during the Bloodline Civil War at Money in the Bank 2023 in one of the most shocking moments in recent memory. On the following SmackDown, Reigns seemingly crowning Jey as the next Tribal Chief turned out to be a ruse as he and Solo Sikoa brutalized Jimmy Uso. In the show's closing moments, Jey Uso laid down a massive challenge to Roman Reigns for the undisputed Universal title, which he's yet to accept. On Sportskeeda Wrestling's Unscripted, Bill Apter stated that he doesn't see Jey winning even if the match materializes for SummerSlam 2023. However, the veteran journalist added that if the 37-year-old were to win, MITB contract holder Damian Priest could come out to challenge him. Realistically, I don't think it's going to happen, Jey Uso defeating Roman Reigns. If it does happen, I think that Damian Priest is going to be there to challenge, said Bill Apter. On a recent episode of the Busted Open radio podcast, Mark Henry stated that WWE should opt for the Dusty Finish for Jey and Reigns' SummerSlam clash. Dusty Finish refers to an ending where a performer is adjudged the winner, only for the result to be reversed at the last second. The WWE legend believes SummerSlam 2023 could be the perfect place to stage such a finish. If there was ever a time for a Dusty Finish in the WWE, it would be at SummerSlam. Imagine a Dusty Finish at SummerSlam in which we are meant to know that Jey Uso just won the match. Oh my god, and WWE is not big on the Dusty Finish at all, but holy cow, if this wasn't just the right place for it, said Mark Henry. Fans can expect the match between Roman Reigns and Jey Uso to get confirmed on this week's edition of SmackDown. What do you make of Bill Apter's prediction for Jey and Reigns' match? Let us know what you think in the comment section below.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for